Cooing. Go.
Right. You alright there?
Yeah, not bad.
How did you think the press conference went yesterday?
Yeah, it went alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was sweet. So I like it really.
Devon's comments about he didn't understand a word of what you were saying, did that register in your head, or is there anything?
Well, I understood he said holding, and so he didn't understand the main point what I was trying to get across. That's all I'm worried about, you know, that's all. I just don't want him to hold, I just want to have a clean fight, that's it.
How much notice did you have for this?
4 weeks.
Was there any hesitation on your part?
Nah, not whatsoever. I fought in March. I was back in the gym. You know, I was ticking over. So yeah, there was no reason why I shouldn't have took the fight.
What is it about your fighting style that you think that you will be upset on Alexander?
You know, my punching power's underestimated. You know, I'm tough, I'm durable. You know, I'm here to win. I ain't here to make numbers up.
Initially, were you surprised to get the shot in the first place?
Yeah, of course I was, yeah, but Tony rang me or texted me the day before and said I've been ranked number 4. So we knew it was coming soon, but we didn't realise it was going to be this soon.
Did you think in your head though that you would have enough time to prepare for the 18th? Because obviously you're 4 weeks, ideally, obviously you'd want...
Yeah, I'd want 10 or 12 weeks,
yeah,
ideally, but we don't live in an ideal world, so I like to, you know, bite the bullet and get on with what I had, and yeah, just dig deep and train hard as much as I could. Was there any part of you that to even think about taking this fight? Because I heard you just, even before knowing what money was on the table, you just took the fight anyway, straight away. That's what... Yeah, straight away, before I knew anything about money or anything. I said I'll have the fight, and you know, that's why I'm here, because you know, I'm in this fight game to win, not to pick checks up or make numbers up. How many Devon Alexander's fights have you seen in the past? You know, since fighting him, you know, I've watched quite a few of his fights. He hasn't looked great of late. That's why I mentioned about the holding, because he held a lot in the last couple of fights. But yeah, I watched him a couple of times because he was going to fight Kell. But yeah, his style don't impress me, and that's why I don't really watch him much. Did you see the fight against Randall Bailey? Yeah, I did, yeah. And what did you make of that? Because obviously Randall Bailey's a massive puncher. You're a big puncher yourself, so what did you make of that fight? You know, he seemed a bit like lacklustre. Bailey did. You know, I think I'm better than him, and I think I'll be able to, you know, land clean shots on Devon, you know, and make him fight my fight.
Do you predict, like, you having any stoppage at any point? Do you predict any round?
Of course, if I connect cleanly with Devon, you know, there's only one place he's going to go, and that's to the canvas. But you know, I predict the win at the end of the day, and that's it.
I know you had a little bit of an amateur background. I guess when you said you were like 11 years old or something.
Yeah,
like
I had
that.
6. Yeah.
What did you do from then until?
You know, I broke my arm when I was an amateur. I had a big break from boxing. I had a couple of unlicensed fights, which I only had 3 of them, and then I turned pro when I was 18.
So did you train from age 12 to 18?
17, I started training back from, I think I stopped training when I was 12, started training when I was 17 again, and I turned pro when I was 18.
How many amateur fights have you had before you turned pro?
6.
Did you play any other sports, soccer? Or?
I played a little bit of rugby.
Is he used his footballer?
Who's your inspiration in boxing?
I'm a gym mate, Darren.
Yeah, he ain't got to say that.
Yeah, I have, yeah. You know, this is a great, like, he's fought at the highest level, and you know, it's great training beside him.
Where do you rank in terms of popularity in England? Is it, let's call Froch at the top, and then there's the next tier, the Gavin Reeses in the world, and yourself, or is it?
Yeah, I'm sort of up there in the top 10, I should imagine. No, I've got a style that people like to watch, and you know, because I've got power and an aggressive style, people like watching it.
Did you get to go to the Amir Khan Julio Diaz fight?
No, I didn't, but I watched it.
What did you think of it? What did you think of Amir's performance?
I don't think he performed very well, and he's still showing now that when he gets hurt, when he gets clipped, he gets hurt badly, and you know, by a lightweight, and he's talking about coming up to 147. I think it's a bad move, because as soon as he gets hit clean, he'll go out cold.
Because you know, if there's talks that he wants to fight Alexander in December, so if you pull the upset, I'd assume that you might be next in line. So I asked.
I'd love to have my first defence against Khan. You know, I really believe that the first clean punch I hit Khan with, that the fight would be all over.
What do you think of him fighting Alexander? Who do you think would win?
You know, I don't think Alexander had as much power to trouble Khan. I think Khan's skills and speed would beat Alexander. Yeah.
Who do you think, as far as Malinaji and Broner, who do you think is going to win that fight?
Broner.
Do you predict any rounds?
Nah, because he's tough. I think he'll just outbox him and look good doing it.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in the fight between Devon and Frankie Gavin?
That's a tricky one. That is, you know, strength versus skills. I think Gavin will cause Denton a few problems early on, but you know, Devon's strength, you know, could come through of late and you know, beat Gavin. But it's a 50-50 pick and fight, I think.
Well, I spoke to Denton the other day, and he obviously has one eye on your fight, as he would.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he'd be looking for that rematch with you.
Yeah, most definitely. That's one that's going to happen, I should imagine. Me and Denton, it was a great fight first time round, and it'll be a great fight second time round.
Could be even a world title one.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
What prompted you to take this sport up in the first place? Was your father a boxer? Or?
No, my older brother, but no, I fought ever since I was a young boy, and you know, something that's in my blood. I was put on this planet to fight, and that's why I am where I am today.
How many people you got coming at you, Lee?
You know, I think I've got about 20 or 30 people coming up. I know there's a few fans that I don't know that are still coming out from England. But I don't know exactly, but I'll have a few coming up.
Are they going to behave?
Yeah, they'll behave.
I know,
there might be a few that won't, yeah.
I spoke to your Uncle Paul the other day, actually 2 days ago, so he's going to ring me as soon as he gets here. So they won't have met anyone like the Colchester Army, will they?
So you didn't inherit Ricky Hatton's fans?
Pardon?
You didn't inherit Ricky Hatton's
Nah,
fans?
he's one in a million, Ricky is, you know, there's no one get fans like him.
So there's only one Ricky Hatton?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, who sells tickets like him, but, you know, I've got a style like Ricky. You know, we're here to please the crowd, and you know, maybe one day I'll be able to get a big following like Ricky.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing for a living?
I really don't know. I can't see myself doing anything else apart from fighting. You know, it's just what I love to do, and yeah, the fighting is what I like to do, and that's what I want to do for the rest of my life until I retire.
Your last fight you had, by your own admission, you weren't happy about it. You were very disappointed in the post-fight interview. So ideally, would you have liked to have had sort of another fight in between this one and your last performance?
Yeah, most definitely. But like I said before, we don't live in an ideal world, and we have to just get on with what we've been dealt. You know, I've been dealt a world title fight, so that's why I've got to take it.
There's got to be some form of pressure fighting in someone else's backyard. I mean, this is your first time fighting abroad, Chuck said. So, anything?
Nah, do you know, I treat this fight like any other fight. I'm going it. Devon's just a man at the end of the day, 2 legs and 2 arms. And when our corners step out the ring and we step forward, it's all about us two doing the talking.
take it as your first time in Atlantic City.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever fought abroad.
What do you think so far?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think I enjoyed the occasion and boxing abroad.
You know, at the airport they were supposed to give you an oxygen tank and a gray wig and some cigarettes. Give you some pennies to play the slots downstairs. You didn't get any of that?
No, I didn't get any of that luxury. No.
Well, if you walk through the casino, you'll see gray hair, oxygen tanks, and cigarettes. So that's the Atlantic City way.
You're glad to get all this media stuff out of the way, wouldn't you, Lee?
Yeah, you know, a lot of fun at the end of the day. But, you know, it's just something that you have to do, and you know, I just have to deal with it and get on with it.
It's alright, he doesn't talk in England either, it's not just America, he don't talk in England either. So he's very quiet in England as well. But apart from after you've had fights, because that's the most you ever talk, post-fight interviews, when you're
I'm on a high, yeah.
you're on a high, so he doesn't stop talking, he's going into the fight, analysing the fight, brilliant when he's at it. Beforehand,
It's 2 days before the fight. What do you want from the man?
What are your final words to Devon Alexander?
You know, if he underestimates me, you know, it's a big mistake. Like I said, my power's underestimated, and if he underestimates me and makes a mistake, you know, it'll be all over for him.
have you got a message for the people watching at home on Sky Sports?
You know, just tune in. It's going to be a great fight. You know, I'm here to win, not to make numbers up, like I've said. And you know, expect an explosive performance.
What do you have to do to win?
You know, I have to put pressure on Devon. I ain't gonna outbox him, and show my strength, and draw him into a fight and take him to a place he's never been. You know, he's quit before and he'll quit again.
Have you been to that place?
I've been in the trenches, yeah. I know I'll go there and come back. No problem. You know, Devon's not gonna trouble me if we get in the trenches.
For people who call Devon Alexander, quote, boring fighter, do you plan on making this fight exciting?
I hope so. Yeah, like I said, that he'll call him boring because he holds a lot and he doesn't want to do much. You know, I'm here to fight and not to hold and for 12 rounds and just get through, nick it on points. You know, I want to win and look good win. And holding fans don't want to pay their hard-earned money to watch people hold. You know, it's a fight, and that's what I plan on doing.
What do you think of him being considered to be fighting Floyd Mayweather next, considering that Floyd's also known to do the same thing?
You know, Floyd's one in a million. You know, he doesn't hold. He sits on the ropes and blocks everything. Devon actually holds, and you know, if Devon wants to fight people like Floyd Mayweather, he's got to get through me. No one's ever heard of me. You know, he's got to not just get through me. You know, he's got to look good doing it. And if he's holding for 12 rounds, he ain't gonna look good, and you know, he's gonna have another one of his bad performances again.
So is this pretty much a contrast in styles? You're going to put the pressure, he's going to try and box, is it?
Yeah, most definitely. He ain't gonna stand and trade with me, and I ain't gonna try and outbox him. You know, we both know that, and you know, like I said, if he doesn't hold it, it'll make for a good fight.
I've never seen Kel fight either. Is your style compatible with his, or is it totally different?
Yeah, me and Kel got different styles as well. Kel's a counter puncher, and you know, he's elusive. You know, he moves around the ring well. So Devon's had to change his training a little bit himself. Obviously,
so he's got a big adjustment to make.
Yeah, he's got an adjustment to make as well. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to Saturday now.
Had Alexander and Brooke fought, who do you think would have won?
Obviously, I'd like to think that Kel would have won because no, he's a fellow Brit. But you know, it's a tricky one, and you know, styles make fights, and we won't know until they get it on, or until we get it on. You know, we'll find out who's the best at me and Devon on Saturday night.
Cool. Appreciate it.
All right,
Cheers, mate.
Hold on, mate.
There it goes.
15,
Do you need anything else?
No, I'm good, thank you.
15 minutes with Purdy. Oh my god.